expect from me? You not my lover, we just friends, it's only sex to me. Can't fall for you, you not my man, don't take it personal. But when it comes to love, I'm not searching for, no, I'm not searching for. So boy, just hit me when I need it, when I'm fiending, come and see me. If you keep our little secret, I let you pull up every weekend. So give me what I want, you know I need it. I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl, tell me is that too much? Can you handle it? Oh, can you handle it? You can come get it right now, I've been waiting all day, yeah. You know I got too much now, put me in my plate, yeah. Let me know when you're around, come and swing my way, yeah. As long as you wear me out, you can call me babe, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl, tell me is that too much? Can you handle it? Oh, can you handle it?
You're flipping the script on me. You say you don't want love, but I know this is it for me. So just give it up. I'm not buying no dreams you sell, cause in your eyes is where I can tell that you want more than these late hotels. Girl, I'm all in this shit ain't fair. You only hit me when you need it, you concede it for no reason. I've been meaning no more teasing, let's go half with no receipts. And if you give me a chance to show you different, I know you'll feel it, yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl, tell me is that too much?
I can handle it.
Oh, can you handle it? You can come get it right now, I've been waiting all day, yeah. You know I got too much now, put me in my plate, yeah. Let me know when you're around, come and swing my way, yeah. As long as you wear me out, you can go to love. I just wanna feel your touch, I don't wanna be your girl, tell me is that too much? Is that too much? Is that too much? Is that too much?
You already know what it is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. And that video right there is definitely fire, yo, all the way from Georgia. We got it in the building. The talented R&B artist. She goes by the name of Dezaray, but she's not just a singer. She's a model. She's a business owner. She's an influencer. And she's a grinder, yo. I'm happy to have her on the show right there. As y'all just saw, the video for Can You Handle It? She's definitely making noise, and she's definitely a threat, and she's coming to the game. So, yo, without any further ado, I'm going to bring her to the stage. How you feeling today?
Hi guys, I'm good. How are y'all?
Yo, everything good, everything good. So that was the Can You Handle It video. Let's talk about that real quick, and then we're going to take it back to the beginning. So what was it like shooting that video, and how did you come up with the concept for that record?
Actually, I didn't come up with the concept. I was really just a pretty face doing the song. Like, we got in. This is when I was back home. We got in Atlanta like earlier that day. We didn't know it was gonna be like a night type video. We thought we was gonna be shooting it in the daytime. So I had different outfits for different things, but nothing went as planned. But it just ended up going perfect. It was fun. It was a good experience. That was my first like official music video shooting. So it was definitely a vibe.
All right, so that's dope right there. So how did y'all come up with the record? You got a collab on there. How did that come about?
That's my brother Mike Hart. He wrote the song, and he was just like, I want to get in the studio. We had not met at the time, and he was like, I want to get in the studio, da 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 da, this and that. So we wanted to get in the studio. He was like, I already got the song written. You don't got to do nothing. I'm gonna show you how to do it. You just put your voice on it. So I did,
Wow.
and he was like, you got in and just did exactly what I needed you to do. And it went from there.
And it was up from there. So let's take it
Yep.
back. Let's take it back to the beginning for the people that may not be familiar. Where you from?
I was born in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I was raised in Moultrie, Georgia. So it's like a little country, like
Wow.
that big country town in Georgia.
Okay. So what was it like growing up there, and what was the scene like? What were some of your early inspirations with music? When did you first get introduced to music?
Um, Growing up down south was quiet. It was small town. Everybody knows everybody. But I got into music actually when I was living in Lawrenceville. So I was like 5, and my dad
Okay.
had a band. My biological dad had a band of my older sisters. It's 6 of us, and three
Wow.
of them, yeah. So 3 of them had a band. My dad was teaching them music and stuff like that. And I wanted to be in a band. So he had us watching like Aaliyah videos like every day, had them
Wow.
practicing instruments and stuff like that. And I'm just like the younger girl, the younger sister, like, okay, but I want to sing. So one day I just came home and was like, Dad, I learned the national anthem.
Wow.
It was like, okay, baby, sing it to me. And after that, I just knew like that's what I wanted to do. And just watching Aaliyah like and how she did, so I was like, yeah, that's
oh,
I want to be
oh,
just like that.
okay. So let me ask you a question, yo. So we're talking about musical families. So two come to
Right,
mind. You got the Jackson family, and then you being the younger one would be kind of like Michael. Then we got the Braxtons.
right.
So what was it like growing up in a house full of singers? What was that like, and being the youngest?
Um, well, all of us couldn't just sing. It was only my second oldest sister. She was the singer, the lead singer.
Okay,
And just growing up around a musical type family, because my biological dad, he can sing.
he can sing
And
too.
yeah, so he just like we just growing up around music. He was teaching me how to play piano. It was just like us going to his little church gigs and stuff like that back in the day, dressing up all, in those little tube socks with the little ruffles on it and stuff like that,
Right.
going to his shows with his brothers and all that. And he was the lead singer then. And it was just an inspiration, just being able to grow up around that type of vibe.
Yeah, and that's
That
real
was
right
dope.
there. So it's being in the household. Like, when did you first realize that you could sing? Was it when you found out when you learned the national anthem, or you already knew before that? When did you realize, like, yo, I can sing a little bit?
I didn't even know. To be honest, I can just all I know is I was just like, Dad, I learned a new song in school and I just came singing it. So I didn't know like I could sing. I just know that I wanted to. So when I started doing it, I was just like, then we wound up moving down south, and I was just I just wanted to sing, so that's what I did. So I started getting into the church choirs and stuff like that. And I remember my mom, she was just like, "You gotta sing from your stomach." So I'm little, like young, like having a lead part in church, like
Right.
practicing it for her. Go again, go again. So I'm just like, after that, the rest was history. I just started singing from there.
Wow.
But I
Okay.
never knew like I could sing. I just
You just
sung.
had the passion for it. You just had the passion
Right.
for it.
And
It was
it
just
just
something I wanted
so
to do.
happened to come out good, right?
Right. Okay. So let me ask you, who were some of your early influences? Who were some of the singers that you admired young and when you first started hearing music? Who were some of the singers that you was listening to who inspired
Most
you besides Ali?
definitely. Yeah, it was most definitely Aaliyah.
Right.
Christina Aguilera was definitely one of my favorites growing up. Whitney Houston, of course. Beyonce, definitely love Beyonce. Who don't?
Right.
Just I think that was about it. Like when I was small, just watching them grow up, like watching them growing up, like oh, I want to be like that.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you said around this time you in Lawrenceville, Georgia?
Yeah, I would say I lived in Lawrenceville till I was 9, and then we
So you was
moved
nine.
down south.
Okay. So then you move. How was that
Right.
transition like? What was it like in the new place where you moved? You leave in Lawrenceville. Now you're here.
Um, It was like personal. We left my dad at the time, so it was like a personal
Wow.
thing. So it was
Wow.
kind of like heartbreaking and having a transition. I still sung and everything, so it wasn't like, you know,
Right.
musically it wasn't a bad transition because then I started singing in church and learning my voice, like just knowing that that's what I wanted to do. But personally, I was young and a little split up and all that, so it was
Right.
different.
So it was hard. Right. I definitely can
Right,
understand. So now you're in the church and God is using your gift.
right.
What did you sing in church? Like, was you a soprano, alto? What was you in the choir?
I was a soprano, and I don't understand why. I mean, maybe I do. Maybe because I could, but they put me in soprano, and I used to like be singing and finna blow a vessel trying to get those notes. But they was like,
Wow.
"No, you're a soprano." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I am dying in these notes." But they had it all figured out.
All right. So let me ask you, looking back now, do you thank them for that now, pushing you to do the soprano back then? Because you was
Right, I
actually
do.
right. So it's
Yeah,
like at
I
the
definitely.
time, it's like it's hard. It may seem hard now, like I don't want to do it, but in the
I'm
long
sitting
term,
up here, 12 years old, like I can't do it. It's too high.
wow. Wow. So let me ask
Yeah.
you, what's some of the things with the experience now? What's some tips or what kind of things do you do different now when it comes to singing? Like singing from your diaphragm, or what's some things that you learned over the years when it comes to singing?
Over the years, I've learned control because I used to think growing up in the church, you're around a bunch of different opinions and stuff like that. You think that singing is just a bunch of screaming. So I would sing songs that would take me there, and I did learn a lot, because of it. But I learned a lot of control since I've been like professionally.
Right.
I've learned that I'm not perfect. I've learned that um, because I didn't go to school for music or wasn't in choir. I did choir like maybe a year or two, but because
Right.
I didn't wasn't in school for music, I know that I was a raw singer, and I know that I'm not perfect. I know that everybody can perfect their craft. So it was just humbling myself and knowing like, okay, you can sing, but you can always do better. And that's exactly where I'm at now. So
Right.
being okay with vocal training, knowing that where you're at vocally isn't just the end. You can always be
Right.
better. Whether you think that, oh, I can hit that note or something like that, like practice it, stuff like that. So
All
that's
right. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about all right your high school years, your school years. So were you the popular one, or was you what was how would you describe yourself when you was in school?
um I was popular on accident. So I played basketball. I was a cheerleader. I was like the hyper friend. Like everybody in the school loved me at the time. Like
Right.
I was the one jumping around school playing and always laughing. And so I would say I was popular, and I was a girl that could sing. So of course, that was,
Right.
Dezaray, the one that sings. So
Right.
that's what I was known for. Dezaray, the one that sings.
Wow. Okay. So you
Yeah,
all so you running around the school. You so you always was the type that just sang anywhere you go. You just singing.
anywhere. My growing up in the household with my two other sisters, my older sister, she couldn't stand it. Like she used to always like scream and tell me to shut up. Me sing louder because don't try me.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So y'all used to have like sing off competitions sometimes. Like you said, you going louder. Like you gonna hear me.
No,
No, it wasn't
no.
that.
She was in there trying to watch TV. I was in my room trying to sing my lungs off because I said I need to get better.
Right. So okay. So you put in that work. She didn't know you was training in the gym. Like I'm gonna take you out one day. I'm gonna be
Right.
better than you.
I'm trying to take us out the hood. Look, we are not from the hood.
Right.
I'm trying to take us out the hood, okay?
Right. Yeah. So that's dope right there. So you go through the high school. So what was your plan? Let me ask you. Right. It's years ago. So now you're in high school. You're singing. You're popular. What was your plan? Graduating.
I always knew that I wanted to sing. I always knew that that's something I wanted to do. But growing up with adults that care for you and they don't realize what they're doing to you, like you
Right.
know, those parents or those teachers that be like, okay, because I remember I told my basketball coach, like, I want to go to school for music. Like, that's what I want to go to college for. No,
Right.
ain't no money in music. Ain't no money in music. You're not gonna make no money. Da 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 da. This and that. This and that. Go to school for something else. Just minor in music. So
Right.
I didn't. I didn't go to school, and then I didn't go to school for music. So I settled for a nurse. Like, I didn't want to be a nurse. Like, I didn't. I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to college, and but I remember I wanted to go to college for forensic science because that's when I was getting into like those sci-fi series and stuff like that. So I'm watching
Right.
them like, oh, that looks cool. I want to do
Right.
that. Then I ended up getting pregnant in high school my senior year, and I had my kid 2013. I graduated in 2013 in May. I had my baby in September of
September.
2013. Yeah,
Wow.
so I ended up not starting school. I had like basketball scholarships and everything. Like I had a couple of them, and
Right.
I just ended up not going to school the first semester, and I ended up going to work in Virginia with one of my distant cousins. She was in the military, but she was like up there in the Pentagon where the that big hospital is for veterans.
The Veterans Hospital.
Um, yeah, like that I said. Well, anyway,
Right.
but I was working there, and then I decided to go to school the next semester. But at that time, I stopped singing completely, like messing around with my baby father, just being
Right.
unfocused, and like being in a situation where you're in a relationship where your man don't like, I just, I won something, or I'm performing here, like he just don't care. So it's just
Oh wow.
like I'm so
Well,
focused on making, how you in a
right.
relationship where that's your baby daddy, so you want your baby to grow up with her father. So then I was
Right.
transitioning into that. So it's just like, let me just do what he wants type stuff. So I wasn't singing at all. It was like a good 2 years I didn't sing, like barely
Wow.
sung, might sing in the car, but performing I wasn't doing that. I went
Right.
to school and I might have performed like once or twice, but at that time it's just like you're not singing how you used to because you don't practice that. Like you're not exercising your vocal cords like that.
Right.
So it was a
Yeah,
transition
definitely.
getting back into music. So yeah, that's the thing.
All right. So, yo, that's definitely real right there. You said a real thing, yo, and I want to backtrack this a little bit. So you said you was in high school and you had a baby while you was in high school. So for the
Right.
women that's watching or young girls that's watching, what was that like? Because I know it was harder, and what kept you focused to finish? Because it's like
I was
sometimes,
um I was really smart in school anyway, so I was just like pregnant and eating and sleeping. Like I would get up and take a test, make 100, go back to sleep. Like that's just how
wow,
easy it was. My teachers didn't say nothing to me about sleeping in class because they knew like just like I age. Like I don't gotta say nothing to her or nothing like
right,
that. But around the time, just who my baby's father was, I was in a lot of drama. So I went from being in no drama to everybody loved me in school to just constant drama. Like, oh my God, it was so bad being bullied, like pregnant,
oh
being
wow,
bullied by girls. And it was just bad. And it was just something I had to go through. I was depressed, but you just got to find light. Like, and then just being pregnant, like, who want to be young
yeah,
and pregnant. Like you don't know if it's gonna work with you and your the child's father and anything like that. Like who wants to live like that? So I
right,
was depressed a lot. My last year of high school was different from the rest of them. Um, it was definitely I grew wise. I've always been wise for my age, but I've learned a lot at an early age just from like trying to do a lot of grown up activities that I ain't had no business doing.
right,
So
right.
it was definitely school was easy. But dealing with other people was the hard part. That was the hard part of getting through school, and it was just a lot. Mm.
Okay, that's real right there, and I appreciate you being honest. But for like I
Right,
said, for the people that's watching and the younger girls, it's like now they're promoting a certain lifestyle through the music and media and stuff like that. So a lot of girls they have that mentality. They're young, they having fun. What's
right.
some of the dangers, or what kind of advice would you give them, like to the young
Just
people watching, or
stay focused. Understand that love does not have to happen. Y'all, I'm telling you, almost everybody I know thinks like I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna meet my sweetheart, and we're gonna get married. You might not be married at 25, baby, and it's okay. Like, don't go looking for love. I It might have been like childhood trauma while I was chasing love the way I was, but just chill on boys. Like, live your life. Whoever's supposed to come is gonna come. Like, because at the end of the day, my dad, my dad that's in my life, he always tell me like it might sound good now, but you can't expect you can't expect that person to stick around forever. It is what it is. Like just stay focused, and if you are carrying somebody's child in high school, it is okay. Get your grades. The only focus you need to have is your child, like because you got something bigger to work for, and just
Right.
have a plan. Like I knew I was gonna go to college still. Luckily I had supportive parents. They were like, "You still going to school? Like, don't worry about that. We got your baby." Like,
Right.
I was blessed enough to have parents like that,
Right.
and just know, like, even if you're not blessed, you can do it. Like, if you're not blessed to have supportive parents like that, you can do anything that you want to do. If it has been done before, it is people with multiple children that
Right.
have finished school. Like, if it has been done before, if it has been touched before, you can do it. It is nothing that you can't do,
Right.
regardless of what situation you choose to be in. It's just how you choose to move forward out of that situation. That's really just
Yeah.
it.
And that's the thing, yo. And so now you graduate, your mom. You
Right?
see, you said the CSIs and all of them, they suck you in. The series, they
They
suck you
got
in,
me.
right? So, yo, you jump into school, like, yo, I'm about to do the forensic and all that, right? What
Right,
was that
right, right.
experience like? Yo, was it like the TV show? Was it the same way? You was Ice T
No,
solving cases?
no, it's terrible. Oh my God. It wasn't that bad. I'm lying. It
Right,
wasn't as bad as I'm making it out to be, but um, it was just discipline. I wasn't disciplined, and like my parents let me go live on campus. I didn't stay like my campus wasn't far from home, so I used to come home on the weekends, and they used to let me live
right,
on campus. So I was out being a fucking teenager. So
right,
all of my friends talk me into, oh, let's go out, da 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 da. So sometimes I'll be working, sometimes I wasn't. Then dealing with having to come home to my child and my baby father, like
right.
my focus isn't on school. So the first go around, I really wasn't focused on school. School was
Yeah.
not hard. Like, it wasn't hard. I just was lazy. I'm gonna just be honest.
You just
I
having
was
your fun. It
lazy
was
and
like,
I was out here wilding. I am
right,
grown now.
right. You was having your fun. So it's like, we all go through that thing. So
Right,
let me ask you, all right. So it wasn't too far. It was down the road, but you're away from home. I'm
right.
away from home. I can do what I want to do. I can do what I want to do. How
But
long? How long? How long did it take you for reality to set in? Like, yo, whoa, like it get real? Because like for a while, it's all fun and games.
I ended up um, just going through it bad with my child's father. I was in a toxic relationship, of course, and just wasn't focused on school because at that point, like I don't smoke or anything like that. But at that point, I had started smoking weed and drinking, trying to cope with. Because at first, my child's father was at Ole Miss,
Right.
so he was off at school. He'll go like weeks without talking to me. And that messes with a young girl's mental because I'm just like, bruh, like, what did I
What's going
do?
on? Right.
Right. And I started smoking, trying to cope, started flunking classes and stuff like that. Then it was just over with. Like, my parents, they were trying, trying their best, but, it is what it is. It's life. So I came home and got a job.
Right.
And that was just that on that part of school. I ended up going back to school. I just didn't finish.
Okay.
But it was
All
just
right.
because I decided to go do music.
Right. Okay. So now you're doing music. So it's like
Right.
you go through whatever you go through, but it's like you hear some of that in your music. So like, let me ask you, even on the first one, we can you handle it? You
Right.
talking that stuff? You
Right.
talking that stuff? You talking that stuff or
Look,
that?
even though I didn't write that song, it was a
Right.
point in my life where like, hey, I was like living it. I didn't know if I manifested it or whatever, but it was just like, I am not your girl. Don't put no pressure on me, okay?
I feel that. Yeah. And that's real. So let me ask you, all right. So now you go through what you go through. You're doing music now,
Right.
right? So now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. So you're having your fun. Can you handle this? What was it like when you hit the industry now? Now more people know you. You got more fame. What was the DMs
Right.
like? What was the DMs looking like?
I mean, them all my life been a little crazy. But um it would be like people wanting to work with me, but they want to take me on a date.
Right.
Just like people trying to mix business with pleasure, and I had to learn that like early on. Like I don't mix no type of business with pleasure. Like if you want to
Right.
work with me, but if you let me know that you want to talk to me like that, now you can't have neither. Because I'm just like, now I can't even work under those conditions because I know you gonna always try me. Like you gonna always say something slick. You gonna make my situation uncomfortable. Like just be cool. Just be cool. That's how I be. Just be cool on me, okay? Let's just
Right.
make magic.
Let's just do the music. So let's talk about
Right.
it. You did the project. You did the project. So you dropped this song right here. Can you handle it? Right. That's the first one.
Right. Right.
It comes out. What was the
Mhm.
response? And now people, they hear you on record now. Like they knew you could sing. Now they're like, yo, not only is she singing, did you hear this song? And that song,
Right.
the stuff you're saying on that song, how was people response like, yo, you said that? How were they
Um,
acting?
I would start talking to if I started talking to a guy and they heard the song, they'd be like, "Oh, this you? Oh, this how you kicking it?" And I'd be like, I mean, that'd be cool on me." Especially like I went through a phase where I wasn't dating at all, so I'm just like, "Oh, this you? Oh, this what you on? Just be cool on me. That's all I'm gonna say, brother. Just chill."
Wow. All right. So now the song is out. It's doing good. What was the next move? What made you say, yo, I want to put a project together?
Actually, the project dropped, and really, my supporters chose the single. So
Wow.
that's how it went. So like the project came out as a whole, and we let the supporters choose the single, and that's the one that hit. So that's what we went with. That's just
Yeah,
how it
that's
went.
dope right there. That's
Right,
strategic. That's smart right there because it's the same thing
right,
in the industry. The fans, they control the market. They control what's being played on the
right,
radio. They control what people buying. They control the temperature. So you put it
right.
out. What gave you the idea? That's wisdom. To say, let's see what the people think and let's see what they feeling. What made you come up with that concept with the project?
Actually, I didn't come up with it. The guys that I was signed up under at the time, they one of them was just really like strategic about how he did stuff, how he went about everything. We talked about it, and they were just like, we can't choose one. Like, we don't know what we want the single to be. Like, they'll ask what we want the single to be, and then I'll choose a song. They'll choose a song. Another one to choose a song. We'll be like, don't worry about it. We're just gonna let them choose.
Right.
We're just gonna
Wow.
drop the project, whatever one affects the most, and that's what we want with.
That's the one we're running with. So you got that
Yeah.
one project. That's the only project you put out, right?
It was one before that, but
It was one before that.
that
All
was
right.
just when I first started.
Okay, now we good because the reason I said that because I like to play jokes on people. So I got a song that's on the album. I just want to make
Okay.
sure it's that same album we talking about. I don't want to pull out the wrong album. So when I say yo, but let's talk about this one, and I drop it, I wanted to make sure it's the right record. But it's a dope.
Oh Lord.
The record is dope.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I went through your YouTube and I seen you
Right.
singing some like 9 years ago. It was like some, and I was like, yo, I was like, it'd be dope because it's like, yo, they'll get to see where she started from to
Right.
now. But
Oh
it's like,
Lord.
yo, nah. So it's like, yo, but then it's like certain times like that is certain things. It's like, yo, with women, especially women, y'all always
Mm.
have to approve it first. It's like you take a picture, let me see it. So it's
Yeah.
like, yo, if I take a video from 9 years ago, throwback, and I play it on the show, I might get cursed out live there. I said, I said, I'm not even gonna do it, yo. I'm not even gonna do it. But yo, let's talk about that because yo, you're doing covers and stuff like that, and that
Right.
you were kind of younger. You had a
Right.
powerful voice, and there's a
Right.
few up there. Heard of Fantasia?
Oh
Heard of
yeah.
Fantasia joint,
I
right?
know what you talking about.
And it's like, yo, but Fantasia has range. Fantasia has a big voice, and it's like, yo, you
That
were
is
younger,
true.
but you were hitting them notes.
That is
You was hitting them notes, and then it was a couple more. I heard "Treat Me Like Somebody."
true. Right. I
I
remember that
like
one.
Tink. That's my jam. So I'm like, okay, but yo, let me ask, like, how old were you? I don't want to put your age out there because we don't know how long ago the videos was made. But how old were you
Uh,
in those videos?
17, 18.
17, 18. Okay. The sound that you were picking, the type of songs were like real singers. These ain't like easy songs. These are people that sing. Is that something that you felt was a challenge, or it's like that's the type of singing I do, or what made you pick that lane of songs?
It goes back to what I was saying about the opinions in church. Like you have to sing a certain way to be a singer, and so like I'm not saying hollering, but like just being a strong singer. Like that's what makes you a singer, you know.
Right.
And so that's just what I grew up on, singing in the South or whatever. Like that's what makes you a singer. So
Right.
those are the songs that my sister was like, shut up,
Right.
because I'm singing like mid
Right.
those notes, trying to learn those notes or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you definitely did them. You definitely did them. And I was like, yo, it would be dope for them to see the growth. But I'm like, nah, I didn't get to run it by you. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna take that chance. But what I did
I would
do,
have been mad.
it would have been good.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad. Man,
Okay.
it
'Cause
was
I
what
went
was.
back. I went back to the very first ones. I seen all of them. I seen the first one you ever uploaded. But
It's
I was
a
like,
mess up there. Okay, I tried to
man.
clean some of that stuff out.
But the thing is like, yo, you was definitely serious, and you look at you now. Look, you was
Right,
manifesting it then, and now you putting it in action. So it's
right,
actually a joint on the project. They kind of sucked me in. You got a certain type of style, certain beat selection. It puts it in its own type of lane. But it was a
right.
song that caught me. And I had to listen to it a couple times. I listened to all of them, but I went back and listened to this one a couple times. And I'm like, yo, this one is gonna be a problem. So I didn't know how
Right,
far along y'all in the project. If there's gonna be more videos and stuff coming.
right.
But when I heard this one, I said, yo, this is a problem. So I want to play that. I want to play the song. I ain't gonna tell you what it is.
Okay,
I'm gonna leave the camera on you though, because I want to see your reaction, and you might even perform it. But what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to mess with the sound, I'm gonna mute our mics
okay,
so that they can hear the music.
okay.
But I'm gonna leave it on your face, so I want them to see you feeling how you feel, vibe to your own music. All right,
Okay.
that's cool. You trust me?
That's cool. I trust
Yo,
you.
it's a banger. It's a banger. Yo, you ain't gotta worry about it. Everything on the album is dope. Yo. All
All
right,
right.
here we go. All right.
Bet.
It hurts to have to face the truth in everything you do. Giving you the best parts of me, not just my body, but my mind and peace. Opened up to a stranger, disregarding the danger that a person could do to your heart. Trying to see potential in a shooting star. I just wanted to wait for you. Sad to say I couldn't change you. I just wanted to love you, and I just wanted to trust you. I gave you all of me, and you treated it like it was nothing. I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Said I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Sparks in our eyes, and the connection we can never deny. But you had your ways. No, I was never perfect, but I damn sure was worth it. Arguments about the same things, say goodbyes and apologies. You didn't want me to give up and leave it, but you wasn't trying to change, so was I really worth it? I just wanted to wait for you. Sad to say I couldn't change you. I just wanted to love you, and I just wanted to trust you. I gave you all of me, and you treated it like it was nothing. I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Said I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Waiting, no, say you got me waiting. Said I can't keep waiting. No, said I can't keep waiting. No, I can't keep waiting. No, I just wanted to wait. I just wanted to wait. Say I couldn't change you. I couldn't change you, boy. I just wanted to love. I just wanted to, and I just wanted to trust you. Trusting you. I gave you all of me. I gave you my heart. And you treated it like it was nothing. It was nothing to you, but I can't wait for you. Said I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. And I can't keep waiting. Oh, waiting. No, said you got me waiting. No,
Yeah. Man. You see the comments, right? You see the comments
You're right.
why
You're
like,
right. You're right.
all right. Yeah. That song right there. I'm listening to it and I already like, yo, she got a voice. I already knew
Right.
you had a voice. When I heard that record, I'm just showing you how it was. When the song came on, I'm like, what just happened?
Wait a minute.
What Twilight Zone did I just step in? Because it's like that song is so pure, so anointed.
Thank you.
It touches so many emotions in the words. So let me ask you, did you write that song or did you have that song written or
I
how did that
definitely wrote that song. I wrote that song the night I recorded. I was in the studio.
wow. So that is a powerful record.
That was one of the ones, besides Can You Handle It, that was definitely a favorite. So I had like
Right.
this big concert with some other artists before the project dropped. So they had never heard the song. It was like a big old crowd. And I sung one of those songs. I sung that song,
Right.
and everybody was like, when this when the album dropping, like, we want this song, we want this song.
Right.
So between Can You Handle It and that one, those definitely are the favorite songs.
Yeah. That's definitely a big record. That song right there is one of those songs that if it had the promotion, just say if you was in any arena,
Right,
any football game, you was a cheerleader. You was a cheerleader, right?
right,
You played ball. So you had
right.
the gyms, you know, when everybody's there.
Yeah,
Halftime. Well, you know what I'm
right.
saying? They hear that song. In a movie, you watching a movie and the love scene comes and boom, that drops.
You're right.
You would be traveling all around the world
I
overnight on
appreciate
somebody's
you.
stage with a piano up there like they do at the Grammys and all them places. Killing them.
That is so
Killing them.
dope that you feel that way.
Yo, that's real, yo. So, all right, okay. How did you get inspired to make that record?
um, I was going through it really bad in my last relationship that I was in.
Right,
Um, I've been single a year, so I was in a relationship for 2 years, and it was a lot of I went through a lot. It was a toxic relationship. Yeah, lots, like emphasis on a lot,
right.
and it was just that most of that album, like all the sad stuff on that, is about my relationship, like everything.
Wow.
Um, and I would be going through something, and I'd be like, I need to get in the studio, and I would just write, and I would come in, write the song, and record it in the same day. So everything that was going through, everything that I was singing, I was releasing emotion.
Right.
And I had, before I went in, I broke up with him. It wasn't the last time I was with him, but I broke up with him
Right.
at the time, and I was just like, I gotta have an outlet. And I sung, and they gave me the beat. I was like, I just need some sad. Just give me a sad beat.
And it's
So
just
I was like, I'm gonna use this one.
right.
And it just went from there. I don't. When I'm writing, when I go back and listen to the lyrics that on any of my songs, I'd be like, dang, I wrote that. Like, where was I? Where was I getting those words from or whatever? So
Right.
it was just different. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope right there. We got a comment. It says, that sounds like a mainstream song. Right. So let me ask you, right? Let me ask you, because we know you always was a singer.
Right.
How long were you writing? And then it's like, okay, boom, I wrote that record. So that means something. I wrote that record.
Right.
So it's like, okay, now you're writing mainstream record quality music. How
Right.
long have you been writing songs?
Maybe 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I when I first started writing music, I came to the studio. They was like, "You gonna have to start trying to write your own music." I can't do it. I'm telling them I can't do it. Da, da, da. They stopped me in the studio. I was in the studio for 8 to 9 hours a day, like not consecutively, but like every time I went to the studio, I would be in there. Oh, you gonna write this music? Like you gonna have to write it,
Wow.
and it just forced me to like stop saying I can't because it's not that I couldn't. It's just that I was scared because I didn't think that I could. So that's what it was. But I haven't been writing too long.
Okay. And the thing is, that's the point I wanted to make. It's like, yo, you coming in with a natural talent, natural skill. It takes people years to learn how to write songs.
Right.
But to come in and you drop a big record, you do the listening party, and they say, yo, that one, or you say you was at a performance, wherever they heard the song, they said, when is the album?
Right.
To know that you've been writing for 3 to 4 years, and this is the reaction that you're getting for your work.
Right.
How does
Yeah.
that feel as a songwriter?
It feels good because I've had a lot of people tell me that I sing good, and they also say that I just need the right people on my team. But they say that this isn't my music is different, so it's not what the radio wants to hear or people want to hear because I'm not singing like everybody else. But I'm
Right,
real big on I don't want to like. How do you think the artists that coming out being legendary are legendary if they trying to sound like everybody else to get on? Like I'm just not trying to do that. I just want to be myself, and
right,
I just want to sing music that makes me feel good or lets me release, emotions or whatever. But it's so many people in the industry that tell me, that's not the sound that people want to hear.
right,
So to hear people like agree or love my craft for me just being open and vulnerable with my supporters or whatever, it just feels
right,
good knowing that people like it and people think that that could be a hit, whatever.
right.
That definitely makes me feel good.
Yeah, and that's real, yo. And you definitely being real, you being honest on today, and I definitely appreciate that, because trying to make it in the game, a lot of times they want you to be this, they want you to look like that, they want you to sound this way. But as a creative person, it's like you said, I don't want to do what everybody's doing. I want to have my own unique sound. I want to be myself. And a lot
Right.
of times it's like, because they're not trying to be creative. They lost they love, their passion. They whatever their fireworks, they
Hustlers.
got
They
them.
became hustlers real quick.
Right. So now, they're not looking for talent. They're just looking for something to make a dollar off of real quick. But the
Exactly.
authentic things is the stuff that lasts.
Exactly.
So it's like, where do you draw your inspiration? And if you had to describe your music and your sound, how would you describe it?
Um, real, um, passionate, Um, just it's not the same. Like it's original. It's authentic.
Right.
You're not gonna play a song and be like, oh, but that sounds like Summer Walker. Like they might be like, oh, your voice sounds similar. Like I've heard that. Like you kind of sound like Summer Walker. That song
Right.
don't sound like Summer Walker. That song don't sound like Janae Aiko. You're not gonna listen
Right.
to none of my music and be like, oh, that sounds like no.
Right.
Like you're not gonna hear none of my music. Say I'm not gonna make no music that be like, oh, that sounds just like a Summer Walker song. Who is that? Is that Summer Walker? No, it does right. That's exactly what that
Right.
is.
Right. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Like you got some bangers, you got some hits. Yo,
I
have you
appreciate
been doing a lot of performing?
it.
Before
Yes,
the
I
pandemic, I'm pretty sure.
actually like in the past since November, I've been performing a lot actually. It was a
Okay.
time I was doing performances like every weekend. Like
Wow.
either every other weekend or every weekend I was performing. So
Wow. Right.
yeah, I've been
So
I've been doing good.
okay. So that's dope right there. So let me ask you, what's your favorite song of yours that you like to perform? Your favorite right now.
Of course, waiting because I can eat that. I can eat that beep up.
Right. Right. So all
and
right. And that's the one we just heard? That's the one we just
yeah,
heard.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
that's definitely one of my favorites.
Let me ask you a question, yo. And I might push the button. You might be like, hell no. But I'm gonna ask you. Right? Yo, are you one of those on the spot singers? Like you can sing on the spot? Or
Yeah,
you got it. Yo, can you give us
yeah.
a little bit? Can you give us a little bit of that? Maybe
Of
like a
waiting.
verse? Yeah, a verse and the hook.
All right, bitch.
All right.
It hurts to have to face the truth in everything you do. Giving you the best parts of me, not just my body, but my mind and peace. Opened up to a stranger, disregarding the danger that a person could do to your heart. Trying to see potential in a shooting star. I just wanted to wait for you. Sad to say I couldn't change you. I just wanted to love you. And I just wanted to trust you. I gave you all of me. And you treated it like it was nothing. I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Said I wanted you, but I can't wait for you.
Wow. Wow. Yo. And you definitely ate that. And you definitely killed it. And the
Thank you,
thing
thank
is,
you.
yo, so that's the thing. Cause I can't sing. I wish I could sing. Cause I would eat it all up too. But let me ask you, yo. So it's like I rap. So it's like we
Right,
go in there, we want to be the microphone master.
right.
That's what we say. Yo, I'm about to eat the beat up. I've never met a female singer that says, yo, I'm about to go in there and I'm about to eat. So that means you killing them. You knew when you did it. I'm about to work. I'm glad you asked me, do I sing? I'm about to kill
You
it.
know what? I'm glad we're here.
Yo, so let me ask you, is it like, yo, if you go out and they got a karaoke or something going on, you grabbing the mics like, yo, it ain't no way, I'm not singing.
Yeah, and even if like people around me gonna be like, yeah, period.
Wow, wow, wow. And you see the comments, yeah? On the
Thank
spot,
y'all.
on the fly.
I don't know what that is.
My bad, D. I don't know what super chat.
I don't know what that is either.
Right. Yeah, that's my brother in Detroit, yo. He's trying to figure it out. But yo, just let me know. Hit me in the inbox, bro. He's probably asking them about your music links. Where can they find your music
Oh,
online? Yeah.
it's on all streaming sites, not on projects on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. You can even find it there. Like all my music is on Google Play, everything.
Oh wow. Okay, yo, I'm gonna get what you. I don't, bro. I just got the PayPal on the site, not on the thing. I'm about to set it up on here. My bad. I see what you were saying now. All
Okay.
right, my fault. Okay, so now, what was the best? What would you feel like was the one that meant the most to you on this project? What song meant the most to you on this one? I know they hard because you're an artist. You love them all. They all your
Right.
babies. But which one mean the most to you if you had to pick one?
One that meant the most.
Right, that's like the most dear to your heart.
I don't have one.
You don't have one.
I do have my favorite. My favorite song on there is different.
It's different.
Yeah. Um, but I definitely don't have a. I feel like the whole project was
Right.
just like every time I play, like I know exactly where I was that day, what made me write that song, like how I was feeling that day, what took place for me to write the song. Like I knew
Yeah.
exactly what was going on, who inspired the song, like all
On
that.
every song?
On every song that I wrote. Yep.
Yeah. So okay. Did you write the majority of the project?
I wrote everything but Can You Handle It and How Could I? But how can I mean,
Right.
I gave him basically what I wanted to say and he made it go
Okay.
well with it.
Yeah.
So he
So I'm
arranged it, but
right. I'm glad you said that. And I'm glad that you're a spontaneous person. Yo, you dope, yo. I'm definitely having a good time. Yo, but I got another one. I got another song. And I
oh
want to
Lord.
play it. I want to play this one because you said you remember every intricate moment
Okay.
where it was inspired, what you was doing,
It's a test.
what this, you know what I'm saying, where you was, all of that. It's gonna
Right.
be nostalgic for you. So I got another one that I'm gonna play. We're gonna drop that, and we're gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna mute the mics, but I
Okay.
love the way you feel your music first. And it's like
Right.
sometimes, as artists, you ever seen an artist and they do music, but it's like they playing their music or they're performing it, and it's like they're not even into it.
Right.
You're
It's a
not.
real
You're not
thing.
that. You're not
Right.
that.
Right.
You're not that. All right. So yo, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna drop that, and then we're gonna talk about this record right here. Because like I
Okay.
said, it was kind of hard to pick the songs that I wanted to play. But that's a good thing.
Right.
All right,
That's
so
dope.
we're gonna drop it.
If I could turn back the hands of time, would we do it all different? Would we do it all different? If you could take back the things you did, would it all be different? Would it all be different? Cause now I'm fussing and I'm fighting, trying to fight my feelings. Back and forth, screaming and crying just for you to get it. Wanna get back to the days when I thought you were different. Back when the fight for love was worth it, yeah, 1 in a million. I wanna go back, I wanna go back. I wanna go back, I wanna go back. Promise me I'll play it back, baby. Tell me why you keep running after these hoes that ain't gon' have your back like me. Crying. Promise me I'll play it back, baby. Tell me why you keep running after these hoes that ain't gon' have your back like me. Like me, like me. Like you remind me that I'm lonely, cause I wanted to be your one and only. But these hoes got you choosing, and now you're about to lose me. Cause what's a girl to do it? You made this love confusing. I just wanna trust you, but you're making it so hard to. All this damage, it's hard to manage what to do when love just ain't enough. Can't put the trust in us. I wanna go back, I wanna go back. running after these hoes that ain't gon' have you back like me. I wanna go like me, like me. Hey, hey. Ooh,
Hold on.
That's my shit.
Right. Mine too. But the thing is, right? See, this is the real deal, right? If I tried to have you sing that with that, it would have been offbeat.
Right.
But I knew, I'm like, I'm gonna keep the video on you because there's no way that song was gonna play and you was not gonna get into the zone. But
That
and
is my
I know
song.
you with it. I know you with it, and you eat them up. So let's do it because I wanted you to do it while it was playing. But I know you in the zone now. Eat them up with that and just let them know it's not a game. Just let them know it ain't a game. To put some respect on Dezaray's name. Show them it ain't a game.
Period. All right. Boys like you remind me that I'm lonely, 'cause I wanted to be one and only. But these old guys you're choosing, and now you're about to lose me. 'Cause what's the girl to doing? You made it so confusing. I just wanna trust you, but you're making it so hard to. All this damage, it's hard to manage what to do, and love just ain't enough. Can't put the trust in us.
Yeah. You are a problem, I'm gonna tell you that now.
I do my best. I do my best.
You are a problem with that one right there because it's like, okay, wait, I know she didn't do it like that. Because it's like, okay, the sample drops, the beat comes
Right.
in, it's like, okay, let me see what she's gonna do with this. So
Right.
then the vote,
So that's the class.
the verse drops, and it's like, I see where you're going. The hook comes, you switch it up on me, and it's almost like somebody you play ball, so it's like you kind of crossed me, and I fell. And I said, did she just break my ankles like that on the
Wait
track?
a minute.
What was the process and how did you come up with that song right there?
I found the beat. Thank you. I found the beat. I think I found that beat in one of the links. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. Like this hard. Like this hard.
Right.
And so, but I have to feel beats before I can write. So whether it makes me feel, it has to make me feel some type of way. So I was listening and I was like, damn. I was still with the guy at the time, like off and on with the guy. And I was like, damn, what does this song make me feel like? I'm listening to what it's saying. I'm like, oh yeah. So at first, the hook, it was the we was vibing, but you be lying, and I keep trying. That's all it was. But after I got finished recording, I was like, it's missing something. It's missing something. It's missing something. I went back in the studio. I was like, listen, let me tell you, this is how we finna do it. I said, I'm finna try something. I don't know if it's gonna sound right, but I think it's gonna be hard because I'm hearing the. So I'm like, okay, I hear something. Recorded it. I was like, what? So after that, everything else just.
Wow. Did you see in the comments as they coming in? You see in the comments?
I think I missed one of them.
Hold on, let me go back.
Okay, I seen that one. That's the one. That is the one. Thank you. Thank you.
So let me ask you, All right, okay. So you came in with this project. You knew exactly what you was doing.
Right.
And you knew you didn't come to play with them. So, break it down. Let them know the name of the project and what inspired this project. And there's a lot more music like that. What were you feeling and going through when you made this project?
Um, so the project, what inspired the project was just like flow of emotions that I just want to release. Like I didn't think the project was gonna come out like that. I didn't think that those songs were gonna be the songs that was gonna drop. I didn't even think that, like how you just making music, like okay, that's cool. I'm listening to it, like okay, I like that, but you're not thinking like, damn, I don't put a project together. Yeah, like
Right.
this shit, like there's a lot of songs that a lot of people gonna like on it, and everything's relatable. So it was really just like the the process of the project was just like we didn't know where we was going with the project.
Right.
I was just making music. Everything just so happened to be sad as hell. So
Wow.
so it was like 1 minute, I'm going crazy, I'm acting crazy, acting out. And that was like the only relationship I've ever been in where I just was doing some
Wow.
like you
All right.
finna stop playing with me.
Wow.
And every time it happened, I got to get in the studio. Like I feel
Okay.
terrible. I feel like
All right.
shit.
All right. All right. Let's pause it back. So okay. Wait a minute. So you saying the relationship drove you to gangster? Like, yo, I don't even know who you playing with. Like, yo, I've been trying to be nice. Now you done went too far.
Like you can hear like even on the project called Love, Hate, Love Again. You
Right.
can hear the project where I'm begging to be loved, damn near. Like you might as well say
Right.
I was begging to be loved to okay, all right. I'm gonna have to go back to who I was before I met you because you got me bent. Like I'm trying to love you. You don't want me to love you, obviously. I'm gonna have to show you. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna show you.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's exactly like how the project went.
So all right, let me ask you, okay. So I'm gonna show you. Is that back to the can you handle it now? Because I'm going can you handle it is hurting a lot of people feelings. It's hurting a lot of men egos. That song right there, I wait. It's like when I heard
Because
it,
what you expect from me, okay?
wow, wow. Because it's like, yo, all right, I told you. I told you.
Hey, it's a couple of them. She ain't me. I was popping my mess. Ain't
Right,
thinking about you. I was popping my mess. There's a couple of songs on there just like, all right, okay.
enough
So
is
you
enough.
want me to stop? I was tripping anyways when I was begging for your love. So let me go back to who I used to be before I even got caught up in this.
Wow. So that's the thing. So it's like you going through emotional things, you putting them in your music, people relating. The thing about being an artist, sometimes in our pain, we do our best work. A lot of the
Right.
greats, you study their lives, they gave the world joy, but a lot of them, they had some lonely nights. They was coping.
That
They
is
was
true.
doing a lot of heartbreak, a lot of tears.
Yeah.
You're an artist, and it's not only you're an artist, you're a creator. So it's like
Right.
you go through it, now you manifest it, you birth it on the record.
Right.
So you go through it. Even the song you said can't handle it. I was chilling when we made the song. They brought out the beast. Now they can't handle it.
Hey, now it's that's true. Hey, chill on me. All right. I be feeling now. Now I do, but
So
then
now it's like now you ain't no more. Yo, oh, he might be the one right now. I'm cool. I'm cool on all that. You cool on everything right now. Like, I ain't
yeah,
doing
I'm
that.
cool on all that. I ain't can't you handling it enough to nobody right now.
Right. Now I feel you on that, yo. So you definitely got a project. It's banging. When
Right.
you put the project out, you had anticipation. People like, yo, I'm ready for the project. It drops. What were some of the responses? And put me in your head. What was you thinking with the reception you received from the project?
I got a lot of love. Like people were feeling it. They were like, "Who is this?" Like congratulations. It was a whole bunch of congratulations. I'm proud of you. I always knew you could do it. Like you sound so good. And like most of the people that listen to my music, they've been listening to me sing since I was a little girl. Like
Wow.
so in high school, my classmates or people around my city, they knew I could sing. So it was just like they've seen like I made a demo when I was 16. People
Right.
were riding by to that demo like I was young, 15, 16. I remember I was going to homecoming when I recorded that song. I was like 15,
Wow.
16. And just to hear from that to now, like to when I dropped the project, it was just like, you've grown so much. I'm so proud of you. And just knowing like I can do it. Like it's bigger than me just wanting to do it. Like people want me to do it too. So
Right.
it's dope.
Right. That's dope right there. So let me ask you, how far do you want to go? How far do you want to go?
I'm trying to be legendary, like big.
Wow.
I'm just trying to continue to grow because I feel like it's just bigger than music. Bigger than music. Like, of course, I have the passion for music. I love what
Right.
I do. I love everything about writing music, but I feel like it's bigger. Like, it's so much more that I want to do. And I know it's going to take more than one person to change the world, but having an extra hand out helping change the world for little black girls and the system, black lives all together, like, just
Right.
want to be a difference. Like, people living in poverty, it's just a lot that I want to touch on before I leave this world, and that's just
Right.
something that I'm gonna do. Like so when I say that I'm doing it, it's bigger than oh I'm just trying to be famous.
Right.
Like if I get famous,
And
I still just I want to be like how I was watching Aaliyah. Like oh I want to be just like her when I grow up. Like oh my God I love her. Like
right.
a good role model for kids. You know I got a daughter, so
Right. And
my baby
that's
to this
real.
day wants to be just like me. I be telling her, no, be better than me. No, I want to be just like you. So
Wow.
just knowing that I have people looking like little girls looking to me now, and it's just I want to touch more lives than just the ones I'm touching now.
Yeah. And that's dope. And I definitely salute you. And I can see that. And I can hear that in your music with your creativity and everything that you're doing as a brand as a whole. You said a powerful thing. You say you want to change the world. You may not be able to change it by yourself, but you're willing to be a helping hand. Where did you first get that passion for people? And what
I've
made you go ahead?
oh I'm sorry. I've always just been a helper. I've always been that girl um, that would help the girl that's being bullied. Like, no, y'all not gonna pick on her. Like I've always been that girl like I'm fighting for people because I don't like that. I don't like y'all mistreating nobody. Like I've been like that since I was a little girl. Like just defending
Right,
people that couldn't or wouldn't defend themselves because they didn't feel like they could. And just I would go into neighborhoods and just see how people were living. And like I come from a good home. Like my parents gave me a good like they put me in good situations and
right,
I haven't struggled or nothing. Like I might struggle because I want to, growth and just want to get on my
right,
own. But like as a kid, we might have started like that up here in Lawrenceville. But when I met my stepdad, like they changed the game up for me, and
right,
we just didn't want for nothing. But watching kids having to grow up and not even just the projects, because the projects ain't even just terrible, depending on
right,
where you live at.
right.
But I remember I rode through, you know how they make those hotels.
In the houses,
They
right.
take those
Apartment,
old hotels and make them into small apartments. I remember I
right,
came to one up here in Atlanta and just watching the community, like they're comfortable living like that, and it's just like it's nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging. I feel bad that the government or people can't put them in better situations to be living a little what I'm saying, like just living a little better than that, like rebuilding neighborhoods for people that's living like that where you don't have to have three kids living in those little things, like those little rooms, because that's
right,
all you can afford, that's all that's all like you doing the best that you can. And
right,
it's just like watching kids run up and down those halls, and just watching it broke my heart. And I was like, yeah, that's gonna be something I took. And even
right,
like prison reform, like knowing how people in the prison are living, like, oh my goodness, like it's just heartbreaking. Just it's not fair. It's just that's how I see it. Like they're not animals. They don't deserve to live like that, regardless. That's just
right.
how I feel.
Yo, that's dope. And we're gonna touch on that a little bit later because I'm gonna come back to that with the everything that's going on in the world with Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. So we're gonna
Right.
touch on that. We definitely have a comment, and it says, "What type of topics were covered on your project? What type of topics on the
Mm.
project?"
The first song on my project was Crazy. So the lyrics are, I admit that I did it. I admit that I meant it. Like, all the lies that you spitting, you got me acting crazy. I'm busting up your like, and that was something that I did it the night before, and
Hold
I
on,
went
wait,
and
wait.
recorded it.
Time out. Time out. Wait a minute. Wait, flag on the plate. Flag on the plate.
Hold up, because
Flag.
I missed this one.
A flagrant foul.
Huh?
You went flagrant foul, and you busted the windows out of his car. Jasmine
No,
Sullivan.
I didn't. No, I didn't do that.
Okay,
But
okay.
I
You just
did
wrote the
like
song.
no, I went and messed up his living area.
So you wait. Okay, hold on. When we say we
It was
messed up the when we say we messed up the living area, it's like okay, your food, you knocked it over, or did you go Wesley Snipes in Jungle Fever? He's beating the room, tearing down the dressers.
throwing shit, busting shit. Yeah.
Okay, wait. All right. See, now I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm
It's
scared
nothing
to
to be
ask you.
scared of. I just be real big on the you don't have to lie, you kick it. So when
Right.
I feel like you playing on my intelligence,
Wow. So, all right. Let me ask you a question. You said you watched the CSI, and it's just I'll just be this is a man being observant of some things, right? So you watch CSI. Just asking you a question. So shows like Snap, do you watch those type of shows?
I used to.
You
I
used to.
watch them now. But yeah, I would still
Okay.
watch those.
All right. Do you watch? You used to. All right. So okay. So all right. You felt the way. So you go and destroy. You said, I'm going crazy. Destroy the place up. You leave. Did you now you go in the studio. So I'm gonna make a song about it. And what was the lyric you said? I did it.
I
And
admit
I
that
meant
I
it.
did it. I admit that I did it. And I admit that I meant it. For all the lies that you spin, you got me acting crazy, busting up your
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first song on the project.
So okay. After you do the record, did you feel of any remorse like, man, I shouldn't have bust that man stuff up? Or you still felt the same way?
No.
So you do it again tomorrow. You tell me like, yo, I didn't bust it. I didn't get it the
I
right way the first
I
time. You bust
meditate
it
and
tomorrow.
stuff now, so I don't do those
Okay.
things anymore. I keep myself level and grounded now. But
Okay.
then it was don't play with me because I'm gonna show you. Don't worry about it.
All right, yo. So just for the people watching, just for them, what type of things push a woman to the point where you know what? I'm about to bust up your stuff. That's it. I'm about the Tims. I'm about to mess them up. The
Playing with
PlayStation.
a woman's intelligence. If I tell you, you don't have to lie. If you don't want to be here, don't. You get caught up doing something else because you don't. You can keep that.
Wow.
You can keep that. Like you can definitely keep that. Like I don't ask you to lie. We just chilling. Like you don't have to be here. I'm not asking for nothing extra. Leave. No, you don't want to leave. It's I love you. I ain't going nowhere. You where I want to be at. And you get caught up on some BS. Okay.
Now I'm about to show you. Now I'm about to show you.
Playing with a woman's
Now,
intelligence because women are not dumb by far. Playing with a woman's intelligence and getting caught slipping. Yeah,
wow. All
that'll
right.
do it for
All right.
sure.
Okay. All right. So the fellas watching, all right, don't get caught slipping. So let's go to track 2. So we go from crazy. What happens next on the project?
I think it's she ain't me.
Oh wow.
So it's just best to say she ain't me. No, she ain't me. On some cocky shit, no, it's all confidence, but on some cocky shit, I know that I'm that bitch. And this the thrill I get that'll make you wanna spend your life with me. So
Wow. So let me
it's
ask you.
basically
Okay.
saying like, regardless, like
Right.
You
So let me
loving it.
ask you. Me and my friends, we had a discussion one time, and it's like, okay, when it comes to like the way women they upkeep and their looks, and it's a competition almost, a secret competition that men know nothing about. Because it's like,
Right.
if you want to be honest, you don't bring your friend around the fellas because they're going to be nice with you. You
Right.
bring them around your sisters, you bring them around your daughters, and people like they're gonna. Why is it that women are so hard on the next woman? Like, yo, but her nails won't done it. She ain't that cute. So it's like when you say she ain't me.
Well, the lyrics is basically saying, does she make you laugh?
Wow,
Does she do all the things that I do for you? Does she
right,
cook? Does she, you know, like me? Does she do that? No.
right,
So it's basically just like, you got me in competition with a girl I'm not supposed to be in competition. Like, you got this girl
right,
feeling like she got one up on me and she don't. That's exactly what it was. Like,
right, and that's a
you
fact,
making this
right?
girl feel like she belongs here. No, she doesn't.
Right, and that's real right there. So I'm gonna get your outlook on something real quick. So speaking of that, making her feel like she belongs, making her feel too comfortable, too key. She's laughing at your jokes a little too much. Y'all a little too chummy. If she like one more picture, it's a problem. Break it down. What's the rules, yo? Like, okay, is it all right if, or it's never cool? What's the rules?
I'm not tripping on nothing like that. Like, I'm not the type of girl that's gonna be out in your life. Like, why are you liking this girl picture? Because I'm gonna do the same. Like, I'm not gonna double standard a man, just like we don't want a man to double standard us. So
Yeah.
I don't trip on stuff like that. Don't ever embarrass me. Don't cheat. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool long as you be cool. When you start tripping, I gotta deal. And just that's just plain and simple. Like, I'm not gonna trip about you looking at other girls because I look at other men. Like, it is what it is. Don't
Right.
disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. We just here with. I'm not tripping
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
because it can be something.
I feel you on that. So, all right. So now, what was the third track? Okay, she ain't me. We done got
Can you
crazy
handle
on
it
them.
with next?
They
Can you
can't
handle
handle
it
it.
with
They can't handle it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that now, yeah. They can't handle it. they can't handle that because it's like that mindset right there. I seen a meme one time. It says, if men had to go through what women go through, they couldn't handle it. If I
okay?
pulled a you on you,
They would need cocaine. Okay,
wow, wow. So that yo,
cocaine to cope.
you can't handle it. So after can't handle it, then where we going?
What's for? One more time.
One more time. So what's the backstory to one more time?
Um, I don't even know why I wrote that song. I don't think that related to anything, but it was basically saying like, I'm gonna give it to you one more time for the road, just to show you what you're gonna be missing.
Yeah. Wow. So all right, okay. All right. All right. So yeah, wait. So this project was like a combination of just times throughout your life, or this was like finish him, Mortal Kombat. Like you're gonna just the guy, whoever the guy is,
Right.
he hears this music. She put a project out. Yo, let me see what she. And they listen to it. It's
He knew
kind of
every song
like,
was about him before the song even the project even came out. Like, I was still with him.
oh man. So he said, let me hear what you do tonight. And you playing the record?
I sure sent it to him.
Oh my.
Love it. Eat it up. Eat it up.
Wow. So how was the studio session tonight? It was great.
Well, the day I wrote Crazy, like, everybody was in the studio, like, who the hell is, like, what is this girl going through? That was that was the first thing. But after that, everybody, they really liked every song. It wasn't no problem. It wasn't like no extra nothing or nothing like that. So
Wow.
I just
Okay. All right. So yo, I'm gonna ask you a question. We're gonna jump to Can You Handle It? I know I played it earlier, but for the ones that didn't see it, we're gonna play that again while you setting up. Somebody
right.
said, "Are you from Cobb County?"
Am I from Cobb County?
Yeah.
No, I'm from Colquitt County.
Carfway?
Colquitt, it's
Okay.
like down South Georgia. It's like an hour from Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay. Bet. So while you doing that, we're gonna jump into Can You Handle It, and then we're gonna pick back up on the project real quick.
Okay.
All right.
What you expect from me? You not my lover, we just friends, it's only sex to me. Can't fall for you, you not my man, don't take it personal. But when it comes to love, I'm not searching for, no, I'm not searching for. So boy, just hit me when I need it, when I'm fiending, come and see me. If you keep our little secret, I let you pull up every weekend. So give me what I want, you know I need it. I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl. Tell me, is that too much? Can you handle it? Oh, can you handle it? You can come get it right now. I've been waiting all day, yeah. You know I got too much now. Put me in my place, yeah. Let me know when you're around. Come and swing my way, yeah. As long as you wear me out, you can call me babe, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl. Tell me, is that too much? Can you handle it? Oh, can you handle it?
You're flipping the script on me. You say you don't want love, but I know this is it for me. So just give it up. I'm not buying them dreams you sell, cause in your eyes is where I can tell that you want more than these late hotels. Girl, I'm all in this shit ain't fair. You only hear me when you need it. You concede it for no reason. I've been meaning no more teasing. Let's go half with no receipts. And if you give me a chance to show you different, I know you'll feel it. Oh, yeah.
Fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl. Tell me, is that too much?
I can handle it.
Oh, can you handle it? You can come get it right now. I've been waiting all day, yeah. You know I got too much now. Put me in my place, yeah. Let me know when you're around. Come and swing my way, yeah. As long as you wear me out, you can call me babe, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna feel your touch. I don't wanna be your girl. Tell me, is that too much? Is that too much? Is that too much? That's too much.
All right. So again, yo, like I said, that song is definitely not the song. That's not the song. You come home from work and your girl is playing and she's getting ready and she's going out with the girl. That's any song
Where
but
you
that.
going?
Right. Yo, so you definitely, like I said, you definitely bring the emotions and you definitely paint the picture. What was it like? And we're going to get back to the record, but what was it like on that video shoot? How was that? Was that the first video you had done or you had already did other videos?
No, that was definitely the first professional video I've done. Like,
Right.
I might have done
And,
like little stuff back in the day, but nothing serious. Like that was my first video.
yeah. And you killed it. So what was it like on the set? Was you nervous?
No, No, I really wasn't. It was I know, like I was having fun. It was a good
Oh,
time. I felt good, getting a lot of love. You letting everybody know you finna go record, shoot your first music video. People
right.
going crazy about it and stuff like that. So it was
That's
it was
dope.
dope.
Okay, so we was talking about the record, and I'm not sure what song we was at on the last one. I think it was that one. Can you handle it? So after Can You Handle It, what was next? Because
Oh,
they
it was the
can't
one more
handle it.
time, so we did.
Right.
So we
They
did the
can't
one more
handle that.
time.
So we had to do the video one more time. Just to let them know they can't handle it. We did the video one more time just to let them know you can't handle it. Don't even do it. Don't
Right.
even be cool on it. All right. So yo,
Right. Cool. Say be cool on me.
all right. So after one more time, what happened next?
Yeah, number 5. How can I? How can I?
How can I? How can I? Wow, that's another one. What
Yeah,
inspired the
that was
How
an
Can I
emotional
record?
song.
Definitely.
Um, a guy wanted to write some music for me, and we met in the studio. He actually did the beat, so like he was a really dope artist. Like, he
Right.
played the guitar, put it on the
Right.
put it like on the what is it called? Um,
What he
you know how
recorded
you
in the
plug it
studio,
up
like
to
to the
yeah,
track.
yeah. So he put it on the
He
track
tracked in.
and yeah, so like all that was just like, okay, go back, play this. All right,
Wow.
okay, I'm gonna do these chords next. Like he is so far. And
Wow.
then after that, he was like, "What do you want to write the song about?" So I told him, and he did it. Like
All right.
he did it, and then he just really pushed out my vocal ability.
Yeah, that's dope right there. So being a singer, you done it both ways. You recorded with a track,
Right,
then you recorded with a musician who actually built the song. Which
right.
which experience did you enjoy the best?
It's just something about live music. It's something about like it happening right there with. I love that. Like
Wow. Right.
yeah,
And a lot of
it's a
people
good
they don't
experience.
right. A lot of people they don't get to experience that. So
Right,
when you said that, because it's like sometimes even being an artist, you get the beat and it's already kind of already structured, so you have to work around it. So the fact that y'all
right.
built it from, and then you being a singer, you could tell them like, "Yo, I want this type of melody," and build it up.
Exactly.
A lot of creative control, and
Right.
that
So
record,
it's definitely built around my voice and stuff like that.
right? And that record definitely worked. That's definitely another solid one. So after that, after How Can I, then what was it?
Love, hate, love again.
Love, Hate, Love Again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the other song you played earlier.
right,
Right.
right. All right. Okay. So now we listen to the CD. All these emotions are running a while. You're reminiscing. And it's like if things ain't on up and up, you kind of looking at your partner like today just might be your day. Today might today
I
might be the
tell
day.
you what.
So what comes next after that?
Waiting.
Waiting. Waiting.
Wait.
Whew. Ooh, ooh. All right. So after waiting, then what came?
Different came after that.
Different. Let's talk
Yep.
about different real quick. Let's talk about different.
Okay.
What inspired different? We know that you want every sound to be different, every song to be different. But what was the direction of the track?
I was trying to write something different that wasn't so heartbroken and like this one in between my toxic relationship, I had met a guy and I was just like, wait, are you gonna be different this time? Type of thing.
Wow.
So
So
that's how that came.
so let me ask you, without giving his name, was he different?
I cut him off and got back with my ex.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cut him off and went back. He couldn't
yeah.
handle it. He couldn't handle it. he couldn't handle he couldn't handle it. Yep.
Right.
Hey, life happens. All right. So now what was the next one after I'm different?
Uh, ain't thinking about you. That was like,
I ain't thinking about you. I'm not even thinking about you.
right,
Sometimes, yo, I'm gonna tell you, I like the way you're going with this project right here. But even being a man, because it could go both ways.
right.
It's like, yo, hey, big head, I'm not thinking about you. Like you won't even know all that. Yo, I ain't thinking about you. Yo, like don't hit
Right,
my phone, don't hit my DM. So let
right.
me ask you, right? They knew you before the project comes out. Did you have people come out the woodworks like, yo, you remember me? Or yo, I want to get it right this time. Did people start approaching
Um,
you different now that you doing music?
yeah, kinda. It was a little different.
Right.
um, I've had people tell people like, oh, she's a meal ticket type thing. Like that's the kind of crazy things I've gotten. Like she's a meal ticket. So that's kind of like different.
Right. Right. So when you have that gift like that, you have to be
Hmm.
careful with your gift because
Right,
people are
because
trying.
people try to use you because they feel like you're a meal ticket, like, and that's just I don't know.
Yeah, that's the flip side of the game. That's the bad side of it, right there.
Right,
So right. So wow. Okay. So you
right,
dropped the project. You got a solid one. You put it out. It's doing numbers. So you shoot the second video.
right. I'm sorry. Repeat that one more time.
Oh no, you good. I said so. You dropped the project, then you did the second video, or
Actually, I haven't shot in the second video yet. That's what I'm working on now.
okay.
Um, I've been working on different music, and I've been working on another project, like not like a project of my own music. I'm gonna do like this summer thing that's gonna be really dope. I'm excited about it.
Wow. So that's dope right there. So let me ask you about
Hmm.
the Studio 12. What was the Studio 12 experience about?
Oh, that's my brother. Like we
Right.
like this. So he did a photo shoot because he does pictures too. So he did a photo shoot for me for my album. I did like a small EP, five song EP that I dropped,
Right.
and he was like, "Oh, I got this. Me and my homeboy got this thing. You need to come on." So he showed it to me, and it was dope. So I was like, "Oh, that's gonna really get me back popping, like in this music
Right.
thing." And he was like, "You just come and you just perform your song live, da 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 da, this and that, and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. You need to come. You need to come." So for the next 2 weeks, I didn't show up. So I was just like, "I'll come, I'm come," and it was just like so inspiring being around people that just sees the potential in you to be great, and it just felt so good. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope right there. So you did your thing. Y'all made a video. Y'all recorded it.
right.
All right. So you see it back. What did you think when you saw it?
I
Looking
am
at
a
yourself.
performer.
You better know it.
Girl,
You better
you
know it.
better do that. You are a performer.
Right. Right. And you definitely brought the performance right there. And I want to jump into that one, but then when we come back, I want to touch on your business and the modeling. So
Right.
after this, we're going to pretty much what we got coming up next before we go to the video. What can they look forward to? The music, the EP is out. What can they expect from you in 2021?
It's gonna be a lot of different, just transparency. Be a lot of different vibes that a lot of people are gonna love. Um, it's really a surprise. I don't want to give it away, but
You can't give
it's
it
gonna
all.
be dope. It's gonna be so dope. I feel good about it.
All right. So, yo, you definitely got a bright future ahead of you. It was somebody that was asking about the beats. What type of beats do you like? And if somebody wanted to make a beat for you, what's the process to get a beat to you? And what type of sounds do you like?
Um, you can send them to my email. If you follow me on Instagram, you can definitely email me on Instagram. My Instagram is I am and then my name underscore. And you can email me the beats on there. You can follow me and let me know that you're sending me beats. I don't know what I'm looking for right now.
Right.
I'm just looking for something that's me, but I can't really tell you that because I don't know what I'm looking for.
Right.
But I want to
Okay.
do something upbeat, and then of course, I like to stick to my guts of singing. Like
Right.
so, I do want to like because the last project, it's not that's not all of who I am. Like, I'm
It's still more. Right. You want to tap into more. Right. Right. It's cutting out. You good though? You
Oh, I'm
good?
sorry. But
You good?
I think we just got. But I was saying that project wasn't all of who I am. Like, I'm not sad anymore. I've
Right.
healed. Like, I'm a whole different person than I was when I did do that project. And I'm just looking for something upbeat that's dope.
Right.
I listen to pop music. I listen to country music. I listen to um, R&B, hip hop. I listen to a lot of genres of music. I grew up on a lot of genres of music. So
Right.
just something that's gonna make people like, okay, like something I can really work with. That's gonna really not and challenge me, but it fits, if that makes sense. So
Right.
that's where I'm
So
at.
let me ask you about features. So if a hip hop artist wanted to get a song with you, it's got to be a song. But I'm talking about they say, I want one of those Thug Holiday. We want the Thug Holiday. You remember that one with the girl from
Yes,
Escape? I
classic,
want one of
classic.
those type of joints. Yo,
Right.
are you open to doing stuff like that, or you don't really do the rap features, or
No, no,
how
no,
does
no.
that work?
I've done features in the past couple months actually.
Okay,
And my rates ain't like sky high. Like I'm not charging nobody no arm and no leg for no feature right now.
right, right
So
now.
get it while the getting's good. Okay.
Get it while they're getting good. Yo, it's dope, man. Yo, I'm definitely a fan of your music. I'm definitely looking forward to everything you're doing. We're gonna jump into the video real quick. What is the performance? It's not the video, it's the Studio 12.
Okay.
We're gonna play that. When we come back, we're gonna be talking to Dezaray, the model.
Okay.
Because they met Dezaray, the artist. But
And
when
I
we
hope
come,
y'all enjoy her.
yo, she's dope, yo. And I'm pretty sure the people in the comments agree. You definitely dope. And when we get back, we're gonna talk about the modeling and the business. And then I'm gonna try not to keep you too long because I want you to come back again. When you work on the
Right.
new stuff, I want you to come back. So I don't want you to be like, nah, he be hijacking you.
No, you good. You good.
All right, yo. So I'm gonna let you introduce the Studio 12 right quick, and we're gonna jump into that one.
Okay. This is Studio 12. I did a couple of. I don't even know which one you finna show though. Honestly,
Wow.
look, being real.
It's gonna be a
It's a
surprise for both of us,
guys.
All right. So we're gonna jump to that and we'll be right back. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast.
Too hot for TV. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. I can't fall for you. Won't catch me giving my all to you. Now you're mad cause I won't call you. Mad cause I won't call you. I won't let you get too close cause I am too afraid to lose. So now I'm pushing you away cause I won't make myself choose. Play myself in the heartbreak cause that's all you gon' do. You can tell me that you're different, I won't think that it's true. Need to put my trust up, but I'm too afraid you gon' fuck up. So now you ain't gon' lock up. You gotta go, won't mess my head up. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. I'm pushing while you're pulling. You keep begging me to do it. I can't risk myself looking stupid. Try to play with me, I'ma lose it. It's over. Tell me, what do you see? A fool. It's hard to believe you wouldn't do what these other niggas would do. What these other niggas have done to me. So hate me choices that I choose to make. Cause I'll be damned if another has my soul to take. I don't think that I'm equipped for another heartbreak. So fuck it, you gotta go. Just tell me, what's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. Fuck it, I can't let you get close to me. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. Fuck it, I can't let you get close to me. It's over. I'm pushing while you're pulling. Fuck it, you keep begging me to do it. Fuck it, I can't risk myself looking stupid. Try to play with me, I'ma lose it. It's over. I'm pushing while you pulling, but you keep begging me to do it. But I can't risk myself looking stupid. But try to play with me, I'ma lose it. It's over. Too hot for TV.
So that's why I can't with you, yeah? Cause you ain't gonna act right. You ain't gonna act right. I'm gonna tell you that. You ain't gonna act right. It's over. Yo, it's over. Yo, you killed it. You killed it, yeah. It's like, yo, you got a niche, you got a lane, and you're working it. You're killing them. You're killing them, and I like the direction you're going. So not only do you do that, you're a model. And you eat on the camera as well.
I do my best.
So, all right. How did you get into the modeling?
I've been hearing since I was a little girl, like, you need to model, you're so cute, you look like a Barbie doll, oh my God, you need to model. So one day I was just like, I'm a model. Like, I take pictures for this music stuff, like, I might as well model, like, I'm good at it. Right. And, like, people have asked me to be in their videos and music videos and stuff, so I'm just like, why not? I like taking pictures.
All right, so, let me ask you, how tall are you?
I am 5'5" and a half.
5'5" and a half. All right, so
my legs look long, so people be like, when they see me in person, they be like, I did not expect for you to be this short.
Right. So I'm pretty sure you definitely make it work. I'm pretty sure most women, they wear heels, so if need be, you throw the heels on, right, and you do what you do. So let me ask you, how do you get in your zone? Because even on the picture that I got for the flyer,
right,
you're in the gold chair, you're chilling, but it's like a confidence.
Like, yeah.
The star is here. How do you get in your zone? And what is your thoughts when you go into a shoot? How do you get in character and like, I'm in my zone now?
I don't even necessarily just like think too much about it. On the way, I'm just listening to music that's gonna have me like, just going, like, right, making me happy. I'm in the car, like jamming in my little concert mode, and I'm just like, as long as I'm in a good mood, like, right, I gotta be in a great mood.
Yeah, and that's dope right there. So
yeah.
And you definitely been doing your thing, and you definitely building a name for yourself on the modeling as well. So let me ask you, what's been some of your best experiences since starting to model?
Of course, with my brother that does Studio 12, he's always a good vibe. Right. That's who I started taking my first pictures with. Wow. Just being invited to different like hosting events, like meeting different models, meeting different photographers that have different visions, that are fun to work with. They see the potential too, like, not only, and they know I'm an artist, so of course, we talk about my music and stuff like that. Right. Just the level of respect I've gotten. Like, none of the photographers have tried to talk to me, and I think maybe I set boundaries that are unspoken beforehand. Right. So that's a real thing. So it just good vibes. I've had nothing but good vibes in this modeling thing. I'm real cautious about what I partake in anyways, but it's right. been good vibes for real.
And that's a blessing right there because being a model, people come in the industry is like you said, important word. You set boundaries. It's
Right.
like a lot of times you said earlier, I don't mix business. I don't mix personal. A lot of times it's we friends, and next thing you know, somebody's getting punched and it's over.
Right. Exactly.
Because they should have been cool.
Just be cool on me.
Right. So to avoid all that, don't do it to yourself. Because
Right.
you can't handle it.
Just chill.
Right. So okay. So now you're doing the modeling. You're doing the shoots. So they kind of go hand in hand. Because like when you're in front of doing the videos and you're doing the promo, it's kind of already modeling. So was it a hard transition or was it like smooth for you?
No, it was a pretty good transition. The only thing that I had to work on was finding out what type of model I wanted to be.
Right.
That was the thing. Like, of course, being in videos and stuff like that, but do I really want to be like a video vixen? Like one of those girls that got they butt out all the time and half naked all the time? Is that who I want to be all the time? No.
Right.
Like, and it has nothing to do with me being a mother. It has everything to do with who I am. Like that plays a part in it, me being a mother, but just me being who I am, is that the lane that I want to choose to deal with for the rest of my life? Because at the end of the day, I'm an artist too.
Right.
So you have to be careful about what you choose to show people you are. Because
Right.
if you show them that, oh, you'll take your clothes off for a photo shoot. Oh, you'll take your clothes off for this music video too then. And that's not who I am. Like,
Right.
I show a little skin. We all
Right.
grown. Like,
Right.
but just being like all out, like, it's just who I want to, a level of respect I want to have. And
Right.
that's just not it. Like, always being naked and always in lingerie, and there's nothing wrong with it. I plan on doing more lingerie shoots and stuff like that, more shoots in bathing
Right.
suits and stuff like that. But who do I want to be defined as is a real thing.
Right.
So
And that's the bigger goal. And you
right,
mentioned somebody earlier, Aaliyah. Aaliyah
right,
was sexy, but you always put respect around Aaliyah. It was just something about her, the way she carried herself. Like, yeah, all right, don't
exactly,
do it. Don't
exactly.
do it. Like, yeah, I don't care if I am rocking my stomach out. I don't care if all
You know
right, don't do it.
exactly.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
I'm
So,
keeping. Thank you. That's all you get. Thank
right.
you.
That's it. So, okay. So now you're doing the photos. So are the fans is like, okay, are they both going hand in hand with the music people? Now they're seeing you modeling. Is it like, yo, that's dope? Or is it their surprise? Or does it open the door for the creeps in the DM?
Mm, creeps are everywhere. I've been dealing with it since I was like a teenager. Like niggas is creeps. Like let's just be honest. Niggas are creeps. Like I've been dealing with it for a long time, even before like I got serious in music and stuff like that.
Right,
It's just something I've always dealt with, and I don't be too much just into it.
right,
I don't pay a lot of attention to all that stuff.
right. Nah, I definitely feel you on that. So you're building your brand, you're representing yourself in the model world, and I see that you're building an empire kind of. Where
Right.
it's like where your name is bigger than that. And you even touched on it earlier, how you want to help and you want to give back to the communities and stuff like that. So
Right.
you're building a legacy, you're building an enterprise. So you're modeling now, you're doing the pictures. From there, how do you balance the two now? You're a mom,
Right.
you're an artist, you're a model. And then you have real regular life.
Right.
How do you balance all the hats?
It's definitely a struggle. Um, it's hard. Like it's not easy at all. I think balancing music and modeling is easier
Right,
because you can pick, you can set times, but you're always a mom. I'm a mom first. Like
right,
I cannot stop being a mom, and it's not easy. But it's learning what to sacrifice for the future.
right,
That's just being okay with, do you want that lifestyle for you and your child to live, or
do you want to have to get it out of the mud every chance you get to make a living for your baby? You
Right.
know?
I
So it's
definitely.
definitely a bigger picture, and
Right.
it's not easy. Um, just it's just not easy because I'm busy a lot.
Right.
So having time and just making time, that's a real thing.
Right. And see, that's real right there because you sing so effortlessly. It's like we see you earlier. You singing, you model, you naturally good on camera. It's like
Right.
I can tell, this is something that you thought about for a long time. So like I know when I was getting trained, they say watch yourself in the mirror. You're always looking around. What if the camera's around? I can
Right.
see that you have good camera presence.
Right.
How long did it take you to master that?
I don't know. My first performance was I was in fifth grade, like
Wow.
in front of like a bunch of people. It was like our graduation performance, and the kids at school ended up telling my music teacher I could sing. I had like three solos, and the
Wow.
last song of the thing was like I was up there by myself singing with the students behind me, and like that was my first performance. I've been performing ever since. So I think
Right.
being able to be a performer, that helps a lot. And also, I was a little girl that was in the music in my room by myself dancing and
Right.
singing, performing and acting like I was already in front of 1,000 people. So that's
So
why it's so easy now.
that's
Yeah.
that's the question that I was going to get to next because it's like most of us that are artists are performers, any kind of entertainer. It's like the thing that people don't know that's not creative or artistic. It's always a show. It's always showtime. It's never not showtime. It's like, in our mind, the camera's always rolling.
Exactly.
So let's take me into your life real quick. When you're not being a model, when you're not doing music, how do you enjoy just have peace of mind? I don't got nothing to do today, no music, no modeling. I don't have to work. What do you enjoy
I am
doing?
resting.
Resting.
I will sleep all day. I will enjoy my baby. I will eat. I will watch Netflix all day. I
Right.
am late. Whatever it take, don't talk to me. I'm sitting down. I'm not doing nothing. I'll meditate, do a little yoga,
Right.
maybe write some music. Just anything. To make me feel good or whatever. But sitting down, resting, like
Wow.
nothing. I be so ready for like a day of nothing. Like nothing. Well,
Right.
let's nothing. The day is filled with nothing. I'm not doing anything today. I'm not getting
Wow.
up. I'm not
At all.
moving.
At all. So yeah, that's real right there. And that's the thing. You have to take that moment because if not, you get burnt out and there's always something going on. So you like to relax, like, I'm not doing nothing today.
Exactly.
You've been through some things. You definitely in the industry, you're making moves. You learned a lot in life.
Right.
Looking back, 4 years old, teenage years, did you ever imagine you would be the woman you are today?
No, definitely not. I didn't even think I was gonna go through half the stuff I've been through, and
Right.
it was gonna build me into the woman that I am today. I didn't think that the things that just the boundaries, even like down to the boundaries that I set. I didn't even think that was a thing. I used to be really forgiving, naive, not even just wildly naive, just like even with it was mainly like with friendships. It was
Right.
friendships and relationships. So I had to learn a lot at a young age. And just it was just I transitioned into a beautiful woman, no matter say.
Right.
I had to let a lot of stuff go. I had to heal a lot. So it was definitely like an experience. I've been experiencing a lot.
Right. And that's real and that's dope right there. And it's like you kind of have a glow because you've been through it. You got the victory. You didn't let what you go through deter you. You didn't let it stop you.
You can choose who you choose to be after you go through whatever you go through.
Wow. And I like
And I
who you
think that's
choose.
better.
I like who you choose to be.
Yes.
You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not only are you healing, you want to help others.
That's a real thing. That is exactly the motive.
Wow. And how important is that to you? And I know it's through experience. Did you ever think like, yo, as a child, like, yo, I'm going to heal somebody. Some little girl's going to look up to me. I know you said you once looked up to people.
Right.
Now they're looking up to you. How does that feel?
It feels really good. I've always been that type of person to give good advice. I was always the friend that my homegirls come to. What do I need to say? Or like them venting. I was a like I'm a good listener. I've always been that person, even since I was little. So I've always inspired people, but I never knew how hands on until people. I hear people like, "Oh, I want to be just like you do." Okay, me,
Wow.
you say?
Right. Yeah. And that's a good thing right there.
Right. Just
That's
knowing that you
definitely.
do something right, especially like growing up thinking that you couldn't do nothing right. So
Wow. So you actually felt that way at one point in time? It's like
I'm talking about I used to have low self-esteem. I used to think I was the problem child. I can't do nothing right. Ugh, I had a
all right.
lot of healing to do growing up.
All right. So without going into your business, without you getting deep,
Right.
because a lot of people deal with low esteem, a lot of people deal with hurt, a
Right.
lot of people deal with trauma, whether it's physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal. People walking around, you say you went through a healing. You had to.
Right.
It's like, yo, I'm hurt. You can't be LeBron and pull your leg and you're trying to shoot 60 shots. You got to sit
Right.
down sometimes. You
Right.
got to sit down and heal. So you went through your healing. How did you heal? And how far did some of your hurts and pains did they go back? Without giving you business, we don't need the details. I'm just trying to get time frame wise, or whatever you're willing to share. But you don't have to put your business out.
I think the main thing to do to heal is just being okay with crying. It is okay not to be okay. Let it out. Whatever you need to do to let it out, you got to let it out. You can't just be like, oh, I'm too tough to cry. No, cry. Don't even matter. Like, cry. It is okay to cry. It is okay not to be okay. It is okay to go through the motions, because if you don't go through the motions, you eventually will later on down the road, whether you realize what it's coming from, where it's stemming from or not. I used to go through a lot of childhood trauma, daddy issues, everything, like things I didn't even realize I was, oh, that's why I'm acting like that. Oh, that's why I'm attracting the men I'm attracting. And it just, and also holding yourself accountable.
Right.
A lot of people, not even a lot of people, me, a lot of things that I went through, I put myself through. I didn't deserve what I went through, but I also didn't make that executive decision to choose better. So it's just holding yourself accountable, but also forgiving yourself for everything that you put yourself through,
Right.
because you didn't know no better. We have to learn. We have to go through motions. And it's just like healing definitely doesn't happen overnight, but it is okay not to be okay.
Right.
That's just, you just got to, once you come to terms with, oh, I'm finna go home and cry. Oh, on the way home, I am crying. Like, I'm going to turn on the saddest song I can find, and I'm going to think of the saddest issue. I'm just going to let it all out. Like,
Right.
just like, and then also telling yourself, like, it's going to be okay.
Right. And
Anything that you've been through, like, you got to think about your last heartbreak. You got through it. Anything that you done
right.
been through, you going to grow through. You just got to choose to grow through it. And after you get finished crying, making that executive decision to be okay. And then taking a step towards doing it.
Yeah. And you dope. I like the words you use. You said I'm making an executive decision. So
In the
it's
middle
kind
of, you know what? I'm done.
wow.
I'm
Wow.
tired of crying. I'm tired of feeling this way. What do I need to do
Right.
to feel
And
better?
that's the thing right there. So it's like putting yourself first, healing through what you going through and healing through the things that hurt you. But like you said, you got to deal with it. You
You
dealt
have
with
to
it
go through those motions.
and you dealt with it. So when you were going through what you was going through, you knew you was going through it. You didn't know you was going to become the woman you became. Because
Yeah.
like growing pains kind of is like it hurts, But like later on, it's like, if this never would have happened,
Me
I
now,
would.
like I wouldn't have been
Right.
here if I didn't go through what I went through. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
And that builds character,
Right,
and that determines who we really are.
right,
So I can say you're resilient. You didn't give up.
right,
You didn't stop. You're an example. You're raising a young queen.
right,
Your music has a message.
right,
You're standing out. You're standing for something. Your brand. You're representing class. You're doing it with your own twist. In a world of, everything is sexual, over sexualized. You're doing it classy. You're making examples. So it's like you said earlier, changing the world. You're doing your part one
right,
step at a time. So it's like, I salute you. Big respect. And it's like, indie artists, one thing that I can say about indie artists, some of the most talented, rawest talent, greatest gems, they don't get a lot of exposure in the beginning.
right,
They're sometimes overlooked, and it's like, yo, I know I should have won, or I know I was better. But it's like, it builds a character it's like, okay, think about if you would have got into music about 13, 12 years old.
right.
You would have been great. But mentally and things you was doing, it could have went really bad, or it could have went really good.
Now I'm snoring cold.
Right. You know what I mean? That easy. It happens.
Yeah, facts. No,
It
no.
happens. But it's
Yeah.
like, so you go through what you go through. Now you know how to handle it.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure at 14, you're everywhere. They're saying, yo, you're the greatest. You're the greatest. The next best thing, rolling.
Right.
When you was 14 years old, do you think you would have been able to handle the celebrity, the fame, the notoriety?
No, not at all.
Right. And I know now, just looking at the woman you are, talking to you, you can handle it now.
Yeah.
And you'll do the right thing with it. It's not like,
Right.
yo, you got to worry about what is she going to do.
Right.
You're going to do the right thing with it.
Exactly.
So it's like, all right, you're helping women. You're building your brand. You're doing it and doing it well. Not only are you helping women emotionally, not only are you motivating them, you're helping them get their pretty on. You're helping them get their pretty together. Like, yo, okay, I got you, sis. Don't
Right.
even worry about it.
Right.
So what inspired you to start the cosmetic line? Because I see you now. You beat and all that. You ready to go. You ready to roll. Like, yo, all right, start the cameras. So let me
Right.
ask you, real honest question. Yes or no, no right or wrong. Are you wearing your product right now?
Well, I only started with lip gloss, so not right now. I'm a little.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. But you represent your brand.
Right.
You looking the part. Let's go. All right. On you. How did you start the cosmetic company?
I had been thinking about it for a year prior, but I couldn't think of a name for nothing to save my life. I was just like, ugh. And one day I was just like, somebody ended up calling me doll face. And I think about it. A lot of people call me doll face. Like, they've been calling me like, oh my God, you look just like a Barbie doll. Like, they say it all the time. Like, especially when I'm dressed up. Right. Oh my God, you look just like a Barbie doll. And I was like, doll face. That's the name. And after that, I just started working on it after that. And I stayed focused and got it started. Now I'm just going through rebranding right now. So that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it's dope. So let me ask you a question real quick. You said you didn't always feel so dolled up. You didn't always feel it was a time. Now you're helping other people get their confidence. You're helping them get their beauty right. You're doing it well. What was the process like? And when did you realize and snap out of it? Because I'm pretty sure if you've been called doll face your whole life, you've always had the same face.
Right.
When did you embrace and you say, yo, you know what? Y'all can't handle this.
I don't know. So I was in high school, and that's when boys started liking me or whatever. So I was just like real big on the. I mean, I gotta be pretty. They keep calling me cute. Like I don't see it, but I gotta
Right.
be cute, right? So I would go home and look in the mirror and try to see what they were saying, but I was just like, "You just ugly. Like, you just ugly. I don't know what they see." Like
Wow.
it was so bad, but I was like, all these boys be trying to talk to me, da 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 da. And it's not like I was like a whore or nothing like that. Like I wasn't
Right.
out there, I wasn't having sex or nothing like that. So it wasn't that.
Right.
So I was like, what is it? Like I don't know. I mean, I guess I just got to believe them when they say I'm cute. Like that's just how bad my self esteem used to be.
Wow.
And just finally like taking my fashion into my own hands and doing stuff that made me feel cute for me. And it was just the ego booster for myself, like listening to the music, like India Ari, Get It Together. That's my
Right.
favorite. Like
Wow.
one of my favorite, like just a motivating song. One of those songs that just be like, the ugly duckling grew up to be a swan. Like just
Stuff
like
like that.
now
All
your
right.
chest face. Yes. This just makes me feel good. So it
Wow.
was just like a lot of talking myself down from like it was bad.
Right. So, right. Without going too deep, what were some of the things that you didn't like? Because I look at you, I'm pretty sure you looked pretty much the same your whole life. Like, what was it that made you feel like, nah, that's not it?
I don't know. I got a big nose. Um, I used to have like these buck teeth that my sister used to pick on when she was get mad at me. Um, it was really skinny, really skinny. I don't know, just looking in the mirror, like just like I don't like it. Like I don't know what people see.
Right. All right. So let's pause real quick. I'm no counselor, but I'm just trying to grab some understanding because I'm pretty sure we all deal with certain things like this.
Right,
Growing up black, right? We do the jokes. We shoot the dozen on people and stuff like that. We joking
right,
around. We clowning. That's having a good time. Sometimes words hurt. So it's like, it's kind of like y'all joking and it's like, but in your mind, it sometimes feels like that's how you really feel.
and
And
even
they,
like they might say certain stuff and be like, I knew it.
right, right,
Like y'all playing, but I say this to myself every day.
right. So now the seed is dropped. But it's like sometimes we just joking.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's just jokes, or sometimes it's like, you just kind of like when we kids. You see for a guy, he sees a pretty girl, so he says, "You're ugly." But she says, he comes around, she likes him. He comes around, she says, "Ew," But really, he thinks she's beautiful. She thinks he's beautiful.
right,
So, all right. So now we're talking about words and how these things. So it's like whether y'all were joking, these things. So now they stuck out to you. So now
right,
it's like, okay, though they're saying, "Yo, okay, you're beautiful," or "You're this, that, and the third." Those words, because it's people we care about, their words matter.
right.
So it's like it's louder. So it's like kind of like a million people showing you attention, but this one person has your heart, and they're not the one that's giving
That's
you the
the one.
attention.
Yeah,
So it's like the million is cool, but I still feel empty because the one is not giving you the attention.
yep,
So how did you embrace yourself? And it's almost like a Whitney Houston, I'm every woman. One of those moments, because now it's like you straight 180 and flip the script.
yeah,
You got your power, you empowering, and you're a brand and a influencer with beauty.
yeah. Just becoming a positive person, like just deciding to be positive. Like I used to give myself a lot of negative talk, like just telling myself I was an F up. I wasn't even doing too bad. Like just
Wow.
being honest, like
Right.
telling myself I'm not that cute. I'm not even that ugly. Like Just
Switching it
telling
around.
myself, yeah, just switching my vocabulary,
Right.
choosing
And
better words to use, being nicer to myself.
yeah. And that's what I want the viewers to get, if nothing else. How you feel about yourself sets the temperature to how people receive you.
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna tell you a funny joke. I'm gonna let you in. It's not a joke, but it is. It's a joke, but it's not.
Right.
I heard your music. I said, yo, this girl is out of here. She's out of here. Like when I say out of here, I'm like, yo, you got talent. Because that's one thing that people don't know about this show. Most of the guests that come on the show, I handpicked. I
Right.
reached out to you. I said, yo, it's a reason that I've seen something in you. And I said, yo, I want to bring you on the show. So I'm like, yo, maybe she'll do it. Maybe she not. Because I heard the voice. I'm thinking, you've been doing music your whole life. Like, yo, she's been recording. She ain't going to do the podcast. You said, yeah, I'm
Right.
going to do it. I said, you said I'm going to do it. I
Right.
started smiling because I said, when she comes on this show, she's about to kill him. She's going to kill him. Because it's like people, they say, yo, I'm a singer, I'm an artist, or blah, 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 whatever their story may be. But it's like you have a God-given talent. It's different. It's like, yo, people can sing. And it's like, yo, they did good. But then it's sometimes people sing and it's like the hair come up. I never knew nothing about you. I never knew your story.
Right.
He said, so what are we going to talk about? I said, I just want you to tell your side of what you've been through.
Right.
Because I knew there's no way she's singing with that much emotion.
Yeah.
And singing with that pain, that much empowerment, that confidence.
Right.
Even people that act like they're the most insecure people.
Right.
So they overcompensate. But I'm like, yo, you know what? She has a story. And that's what makes you authentic.
Right.
That's what makes you great right now. So they can have millions of followers. That don't matter.
Right.
Because when people see you, they already know she's out of here. She's up out of here. Then you put out, you can't handle it. That's on one side. That's on for the guys. That's relationships. You can't handle this. But I'm thinking, as a host on the show, they can't handle what she's about to tell them.
Yeah.
Because they gonna be thinking she's a model or she gonna be, nah, you got substance. You got
Right.
character. You got texture.
Right.
You're not just Pop-Tart or cookie cutter or whatever you actually stand for something.
Right.
And a person that stands for morals, a person that stands for a standard, boundaries, and I'm a mom, and this is what being a mom is like. It's not the message that they're promoting. And then you say, okay, I got these songs. And then you have men in the comment saying, she's talking about relationships that I've been through.
Right.
And I rock with her.
That's dope.
That's very dope. That's very dope. I've been thinking you was writing songs for 10, 15 years. You said,
Nope.
right. You're ahead of your time. You're ahead of your time. When the world catches up. Because the song you got, the album you got now, you got 5 or 6 big records. That if any mainstream artist put that CD out, they're out of here.
Right.
But because you're indie, don't feel like you got it harder. Because what it is building character.
Right.
Because by the time they catch up with it and they hear one song, they're going to go back and listen to everything.
Right.
Like, she been doing it. Where has she been? And
Right.
and the funny joke is that's how I wound up back 10 years ago in your YouTube. Where the hell has she been? And she been doing this for 10 damn years, and how the hell I never seen her?
Right.
It's dope, y'all. So I salute you, and I wanted to tell you that on the show because, like, that's what made me reach out. Like, yo, she's a raw talent,
Right.
and when the world sees her, they can't handle it.
Right.
I posted a clip of one of your things. They said, "Yo, who is that?" Yo, Thursday night. So, yo, she's a singer. I didn't even tell people. Normally, I like to play their music and stuff like that before they come. Yo, I want y'all to come in here thinking, because they see you on the. It's almost like you're sitting on a throne, on the gold chair, and then they see because in the flyer it says artist, model, business owner, influencer. They're gonna think, oh, she's one of those Barbies. She's gonna come up here, and I'm thinking they can't handle it.
Right.
Because you're so much more than that, yo. And it's like, so when you start breaking it down, and you're saying, changing the world. I was a mother young. I dealt with this, overcame, low esteem to now I'm a beauty brand. Not only am I the ambassador, I'm the business owner.
Right.
I change my thinking so much. I don't just think, I make executive decisions.
Exactly.
So if you coming with regular talk for one, just be cool on me. Unless you're ready to make an executive decision, just be, yo, right, yo, and it's beautiful, yo, and you definitely, like you said, it's not like you remind me of Aaliyah, but it's that caliber of woman,
right?
That representation of respect, down to earth, girl next door. And you even got the workout type of stuff. Gear on now. I didn't know if you meant to do that with your jean jacket and hat. But you representing for the women. You're doing it that same style. That's that hip hop urban style.
Right.
You representing well, yo. And I salute you. And I want to let you know you can go far, yo, for all the people out there. I'm pretty sure they agree.
Right.
Your music is dope. Don't let the industry, don't let the internet, don't let numbers try to determine your worth or your skill.
Right.
Because you already right now are better than half of the people on the radio. And this is your first project. So like you said, and I got more to do. I'm going to tap in more. I got a further way to go.
Right.
So it's like 10 years from now, I don't even know what to expect. I don't even know what type of sound, because it's like, again, you tapping into your own stuff.
Right.
Salute to you. Salute. But I'm telling you, keep grinding. Keep pushing the envelope. Keep going to the next level. And the word impossible is I'm possible.
Right.
You're possible, yo. Keep grinding. You can go overseas. You can do whatever you want to do. Don't let Georgia define you. Don't let these industry people that's telling you that ain't gonna make it. That is what's gonna make it.
Right.
That's what's gonna make it, because that's what people gonna gravitate to. They don't want another Beyonce. They don't want. We want the real Dezaray.
Right.
Stay true to your grind. Keep putting out that music. And I salute you. And when you get the next video, anytime you're doing something, you're always welcome back. That's what it's all about. This is what this is about.
Right.
My job is to find the talent, give them a platform,
right,
for the world to see. And I sit back and I say, you can't handle it. No, I'm joking on that, but I'm playing off of the song.
Right.
But it's like, yo, I know people that's in them comments. They're not just saying that to say
right.
They really feeling your music. And it's millions of people like them that'll gravitate to your music. And this is what it's about, giving indie artists that exposure and that shine for people to see them. And I definitely appreciate you coming through. I definitely look forward to networking. For the people that's trying to do features with you, let them know again, you said they can hit you on the DM.
Yes, y'all can DM me, email me at my Instagram. I am Dezaray _ and let me know what's up. That's it.
That's dope. So you open to do features with rappers, any type of, as long as the music is good, it has to have a message.
Right.
Okay. Hit her up. Yo, she's down to do features. You got any last shout outs? You want to shout out your hometown, your family members, anybody like that, people that might be watching?
Of course. Shout out to everybody. Everybody that supported me, everybody that loves me for me, everybody that sees the potential, everybody that's genuine with me. Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Yeah, that's a fact right there, yo. So again, yo, let them know the business. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Let them know so they can shop with you.
Dollface Des Cosmetics, LLC. So y'all make sure y'all follow that.
That's it right there?
Official model page is Dezaray the model, yes.
Right, everything right?
Yes.
On it. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna let that run for a little bit so they can get it. Those that might be trying to follow. Yo, again, we got a comment. We're gonna check that out real quick. And then again, yo, boom, keep grinding, Queen.
Thank you.
Yo, and she's actually a dope female artist. Y'all might can do some work. So
That's
you know, in
dope.
the comments, yo, you never know. Yo, put it together, make it work. Yo, because yeah, she's dope. Yo, she was on the show a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so dope. Yeah, so y'all might could put something together. But again, this is what we do, yo. We thank you again. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. I'm your host, Sion 919. Dezaray in the building. Be sure to follow her. Check out her music. Yo, the project is out on all platforms, right?
Right.
All right, so they can check that. And we're going. Which one you want to end it with? You want to do the Studio 12, or you want to give them They Can't Handle It Again? How you want to end it with?
We can do the Studio 12 because we done had Can You Handle It twice.
All right, so we're going to do the Studio 12, and we up out of here. And thank you again, all right?
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Too hot for TV. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. Won't catch me giving my all to you. Now you're mad cause I won't call you. Mad cause I won't call you. I won't let you get too close cause I am too afraid to lose. So now I'm pushing you away cause I won't make myself choose. Between myself and the heartbreak cause that's all you gon' do. You can tell me that you're different, I won't think that it's true. Need to put my trust up, but I'm too afraid you gon' fuck up. So now you ain't gon' lock up. You gotta go, won't mess my head up. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. I'm pushing while you're pulling. You keep begging me to do it. can't risk myself looking stupid. Try to play with me, I'ma lose it. It's over. Tell me, what do you see? A fool. It's hard to believe you wouldn't do what these other niggas would do. What these other niggas have done to me. So hate me for the choices that I choose to make. Cause I'll be damned if another has my soul to take. I don't think that I'm equipped for another heartbreak. So fuck it, you gotta go. Just tell me, what's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. What's it supposed to be? It's too much like it's supposed to be. Tell me what you really want from me. I can't let you get close to me. It's over. I'm pushing while you're pulling. You keep begging me to do it. I can't risk myself looking stupid. Try to play with me, I'ma lose it. It's over. I'm pushing while you pulling, but you keep begging me to do it. I can't risk myself looking stupid. Try to play with me, I'ma lose it. It's over. Too hot for TV. It hurts to have to face the truth in everything you do. Giving you the best parts of me, not just my body, but my mind and peace. Opened up to a stranger, disregarding the danger that a person could do to your heart. Trying to see potential in a shooting star. I just wanted to wait for you. Sad to say I couldn't change you. I just wanted to love you. And I just wanted to trust you. I gave you all of me, and you treated it like it was nothing. I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Said I wanted you, but I can't wait for you. Sparks in our eyes, and the connection we can never deny. But you had your ways. No, I was never perfect, but I damn sure was worth it. Arguments about the safety, say goodbyes and apologies. You didn't want me to give up and leave it, but you wasn't trying to change, so was I really worth it? I just